Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our first physics lesson. Okay, so let's start with the first chapter. Our first chapter is chapter 10, Motion and Measurement of Distances. In this video, we will learn about different modes of transport, ancient measurements, and standard units of measurements. So let's start with the story of transport. Long ago, people used to move only on foot and carry goods on their back. Later on, they began to use animals for transportation. For transport through water, boats made of woods were used from ancient times. Next, invention of wheel. Invention of the wheel made a great change in modes of transport. Animals were used to pull carts that moved on wheels. Next is invention of steam engine. Steam engine led to the development of new means of transport. Railroads were made for steam engine driven carriages and wagons. Later came automobiles such as motor cars, trucks, and buses. Motorized boats and ships were used as means of transport on water. The early years of 1900 saw the development of aeroplanes. Electric trains, monorail, supersonic aeroplanes, and spacecraft are some of the 20th century contributions. Ancient measurements. The word measurement is derived from the Greek word metron, which means a limited proportion. In ancient times, the length of a foot, the width of a hand, and the distance of a step were commonly used as different units of measurements. Handspan is a measure of distance from the tip of the thumb to the tip of the little finger with the hand fully extended. People also used foot as a unit of length in different parts of the world. A cubit, a length from the elbow to the fingertips, were used in ancient Egypt and was also accepted as a unit of length in other parts of the world. People measured a yard of cloth by the distance between the hand of the unstretched arm and their chin. However, everyone's body parts could be of slightly different sizes. Hence, using them caused inaccurate measurements. Let us do a few measurements to see what exactly we need to do when we measure distances or lengths.
Rani and Ravi share a desk in their classroom. They end up fighting very frequently over the share of the desk. Their teacher suggested them to measure the length of the desk and divide the desk into two equal halves. Let's learn with them how to do it. In this module on measurements, where we will study need of measurements, standard units of measurements. In order to divide the desk in two equal parts, Ravi measured the length of the desk using an old cricket wicket and the bail. The desk length came out to be equal to 2 cricket wicket lengths and 2 bails length. They drew a line in the middle of the desk. Now, Ravi and Rani had equal share of the desk to use. After a few days, the marked lines get wiped out. Ravi again measured the desk length, this time using cricket wicket and a bail from a new set. Surprisingly, the desk length seemed to be about 2 cricket wicket lengths, 1 bail length with a small length still left out. This left out length is less than 1 bail length. To resolve this issue, their teacher instructed them to use a scale to measure the desk length. That was easy, measuring the desk length using a scale.
Like this, if we use handspan or footstep to measure length for different person, the measurement will be different.